Hello everybody, it's me Heather looking extra scary with no makeup on today, but that's because I'm going to go ahead and do a first impression for you guys. So I have a new primer and foundation from Covergirl. This is the Covergirl Outlast All Day Primer Makeup Wear Extender. And then I also have the Covergirl Outlast Stay Luminous and Natural Glow Foundation. So let's talk about this a little. Ooh, okay, let's talk about this a little. So I really can't comment on price because I live in Southern California and a lot of times makeup at our drugstores is not the cheapest. A lot of times it gets almost, you might as well spend an extra $5 or $10 and get something high end, to be honest. So I haven't done a drugstore haul in a long time because of the area that I currently live in. I think I have like the most expensive CVS I've probably almost ever seen. Some of the prices on some of the drugstore makeup items, I'm like, dang, is that right? Okay, so I can't really comment on price. Just shop around, get whatever's the best deal for you. Whatever price I could quote you for these items, you're probably going to find them way cheaper in your area if you do not live in Southern California. All right, so let's talk about this primer first. So I have not swatched this, have not tried it yet, haven't done any of that yet. And I'm a big fan of wearing makeup primers. Nowadays, they usually have all kinds of different functions. There's something for everybody now. Primarily when I wear primer, I prefer primers that just give you a nice smooth canvas. I'm a big fan of primers that have a silicone base. I don't mind that at all. I'm not allergic to the silicone. Or even if they have more of a water base, as long as it just gives me like that really smooth skin, so whenever I put foundation on, it goes on smoothly and evenly. It doesn't gather or patch up or anything like that. This does not sound like it's that kind of primer. This one says makeup wear extender, and even on the back of the bottle it says, or tube, it says all day primer keeps your makeup looking fresh. So this one's just supposed to really help your makeup have something to hold on to keep it fresh, to wear longer throughout the day. It also says that this is oil free. So for those of you with oily skin and that's always a concern, this might be a primer for you. I don't know. Let's go ahead and give it a try. So I'm going to this unfortunately did not have any kind of little protectant on there, but I think I got to this when it was still a pretty fresh display at my CVS. I don't think it's been touched yet. And let's see what we got. I'm just going to put a pea-size amount on my finger. Feels kind of like, at first, it's very liquidy kind of. Feels kind of almost like lotion or moisturizer. It actually feels pretty nice. It has a slight smell to it, but I can't place the smell. The smell is very subtle though. It's like you smell it for half a second and then it goes away. Okay, this actually feels really nice. I could see myself using this every day actually. It actually feels really nice. It goes on like moisturizer and then it kind of feels almost powdery soft. It actually feels really nice. So I'm liking that so far. So yeah, I could see myself using that every day. All right, let's check out this foundation. So it says here, CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous Natural Glow Foundation. So when I originally got this, well, first off, I was drawn to the name, Stay Luminous. I was hoping that it has some kind of like luminescence or subtle shimmer to it because I'm a big fan of foundations like that. It's kind of dated and old-fashioned now, to be honest. In the early 2000s, it was really common to find foundations that had like luminescence built in. Even MAC at one point had an entire foundation line called Hyper Real. Does anybody remember that? That was my foundation. That was the only foundation I wore for as long as that line existed. I loved Hyper Real foundation. So, and it just had like the luminescence or the highlighter mixed in. So it always gave you that ethereal glow. I must have been walking around looking like I don't know, a gold statue. I don't know. But I'm noticing, I didn't see it until recently, but in certain lighting, I am seeing some very, I don't want to say glitter, and I don't really want to say shimmer, but it's definitely, there's something in there. It looks like it has a golden tint to it. So I was looking forward to trying this because I like that luminescent effect, but I also was looking forward to trying this because it actually has a pump. So many drugstore foundations, you have to do this number. I hate that. So this has a pump. I picked up mine in the shade 855, and that is Soft Honey. So I hope it's a good match. I thought this might, and the possibility it might oxidize, so I wanted to go a tad light just in case. And it says on the back it's going to give skin even coverage and natural glow that lasts all day. So in case you haven't noticed, I've dealt with quite a bit of acne recently. It was all hormonal, in case you're wondering. And let's just see what kind of coverage we can get out of this. So I'm going to be a bit gluttonous and just use a full-on pump. I'm going to rub it between my fingers, and I'm just going to apply it that way. Now, in my mirror here, I'm not quite sure how I feel about the way the foundation looks. It definitely is giving off a little bit of a glow. So I'm not really sure how I like it in my mirror, but in my viewfinder I'm seeing it, and I'm liking the way it's looking in my viewfinder. You can definitely see my skin has a glow to it, and it's reflecting light, so it's giving me that natural highlight on my cheekbone, which is bringing out my cheekbone. It's giving me the natural highlight on the bridge of my nose, which gives my nose a little more definition, so it's not as rounded or flat looking. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just saying. So I want to go ahead and I'm going to do a second pump. I'm going to be gluttonous with my portions here, add a second pump, and I'm just going to see if I can build this up and just cover up all these face nasties a little bit more. Now that I've applied a second layer, I am liking it better when I look at it in my mirror. In the viewfinder, I'm still really liking it. You can still see some of my blemishes through the foundation. So I'm going to venture to say this is probably, a sheer to medium foundation. But I am liking the coverage. It's kind of like I said, if you do one, for me it was one pump, it was kind of sheer. So added that second pump that gave me kind of, a medium coverage. So I'm liking that so far. Honestly though, it feels a little sticky on my face. I'm not usually that sensitive to that, but I am noticing it, not just when I'm touching it to put it on, but even on my face now, it feels a little sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and do a humongous jump cut to keep this video on the shorter side. So the next time you see me in the video, it's going to be many hours into the day, possibly, yeah, most likely early evening. I'm going to have all my makeup on. I'm just going to go ahead and put on my makeup, go about my day, and then I'm going to come back. And that's, when I come back in this video, I will have already had this on all day, and I'll give you my overall first impression, and we'll just see how it goes. All right, I'll see you guys later. At this point, I've had the foundation on about 6 or 7 hours. So it is 10:42 p.m. my time, and the foundation has actually performed quite nicely. So this is without any touch-up. So I do have some just, shine breaking through. After I applied the foundation and the rest of my makeup, I did go ahead and set it with a translucent powder, and that really helped to get rid of that sticky feeling that I was complaining about before. And just depending on what type of skin you have throughout the day, you might want to use, oil blotting sheets or reapply some blotting powder, translucent powder if you want to. But overall, even though I'm looking, I think, rather shiny right now, also because I have like lights like right here. And in case you're wondering where I'm filming, so normally in my videos I film my kitchen behind me. Well, now I'm facing my kitchen. So I just have a room divider here that I use every once in a while to, block out sunlight from my balcony and that type of thing. So I'm just using my room divider to help, bring the light in. And also because I don't really want you guys to see my bedroom in my studio apartment quite yet. So in case you're wondering. But back to the review. So this actually did hold up quite nicely. The breakthrough shine is not as bad as it could be. There's a little bit of breakdown around my nose, but for me that's normal with pretty much any foundation. I'm the kind of person, I'm always blowing my nose, rubbing my nose, itching my nose, so it's not unusual for foundation to fade away in that area for me. But overall, I haven't noticed the actual foundation itself actually breaking down. So I'd say this is a winner. I really like it. It is lightweight. Like I said, it does have kind of a sheer to medium coverage. When you first apply it, it does feel a little sticky, but once you set it with a powder, it feels quite comfortable. And the overall wear time has been very nice, and it does give your skin that very a luminous glow without being over the top, I think. I am wearing actual highlighter on my nose right now, and I am wearing highlighter on my chin. I had some on my Cupid's bow that might have worn off by now. So I am actually wearing a little bit of additional highlighter from a makeup tutorial that I shot earlier today. But overall, I'm really liking the Stay Luminous foundation from Covergirl. And I think I'll probably be wearing this just about every day. That's how much I actually like it. If you have oily skin, this probably won't be the foundation for you. I think this is going to be best for people who have dry or normal or even combination skin with additional touch-up throughout the day on the areas where you do get oily. But I have pretty much normal skin. I'm not overly combination, and I'm not excessively oily. And I also mentioned there isn't much more to say about the primer. Other than I think these go really well together. I think they actually made these really well together. That might be part of the reason why this is held up so nice throughout the day. I did go out and run errands, took my dog to the dog park, that type of thing. And yeah, I'm really liking it. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions or comments about the Stay Luminous or the Outlast Primer. Let me know. Questions and comments down below. I'll get back to you guys. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so next time I upload a video, I'll pop up in your subscription feed. If you don't already do so, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. I'm really active on Instagram. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.